Well, I don't know what we were saying before my phone decided to cut out.
Well, you were talking about how we're at Chipotle.
Well, we're at Chipotle, yay, and
Okay, hold the camera still, start
Alright.
over,
Okay.
and just redo the entire video.
All right. So we're currently.
Stop shaking so much. The entire camera's gonna be doing this the whole time because you're shaking.
All right. So we're at Chipotle. Round 2. Brittany got herself a burrito.
It's massive.
Not nearly as big as my burrito though, where they had to wrap it up with 2 separate tortilla shells. I feel like such a fatty right now.
But he's been working out, so it's okay.
No, it's not okay. I need to learn. I need to get used to. I need to get my eyes adjusted back to, actually eating a decent amount of food instead of gorging myself on
Tortillas.
tortilla shells.
Which, if y'all ever want to get Darren a present, his favorite food is tortillas. Seriously.
It's true.
Anything wrapped in a tortilla, it is his favorite thing ever.
So we're sitting here having this discussion, and it's nice to be out. It's nice to be out and about. Brittany's been in a lot of pain. I've mentioned it multiple times. Our treatment is tomorrow. So
And all of our doctor's appointments and blood work, we start at 11:45 and don't get done until like the evening. Our treatment is supposed to be at 3 p.m., but usually things MD Anderson time get pushed back several hours, and so treatment is supposed to be at 3 p.m. and last about 2 hours by the time we do all the prep and everything, but we'll probably
see.
will not be out of there by 5 o'clock. It will probably be much later.
But that being said, we're things have been pretty rough lately. Brittany's in a lot of pain.
I've been living at a consistent 7 or 8. The last couple of days have been better, like within the last 36 hours.
And not to mention, over the last 4 days, you've had a low-grade fever.
Mm-hmm.
Just
because that's one of
we have no idea why.
That's one of the side effects of treatment, especially if I wear myself out. It's just on the big long list of symptoms that I can experience because of the cancer treatments. That is one of them.
And
so
you've been worn out. So
yep. The surprise that I was telling y'all about that I was really looking forward to had to get canceled because of how my body is right now, and so I'm kind of upset about that, very upset about that, but hopefully we will be able to reschedule it for next month when we're in Houston. So.
you're not going to tell them what it is?
No, I didn't tell them. I told them that I had a surprise.
Well, I guess you guys still get to be surprised in another month. So, yay! Anyway,
We are about to head back to the hotel that's only about less than 10 minutes away from here and finish up the devotional.
yeah,
And
something we desperately need to be doing because we're both struggling here.
I've been struggling with depression really, really bad lately. It's been really hard for me to just find motivation to do anything and for me to be anything but tired and exhausted, mentally and physically and emotionally. I've really, really been suffering. And so combine that with the fact that I am in physically in so much pain that it hurts to move my arms, and I journal when I do my devotional because I am so space case that it's really hard for me to just sit down and read. And so when I do my devotional, I read whatever scripture or passage I'm reading, and I take notes and I highlight and I literally write it down in a journal. And I do the same thing with my prayers when I'm thanking God for stuff and when I'm praying. about things and for things, and when I'm asking for forgiveness, I literally write down like each item. I literally write down each thing as like an itemized list. And so, yeah, it's been hard for me to physically do that lately, and I think that's played into, you know, my depression a lot. So, yeah, it's been a struggle lately to just be. And so,
It's been a struggle to get on here and do these, which is why I keep making her do them, because it's just been hard. It's been hard for both of us. Yeah, but we're doing it. We'll find out tomorrow about treatments, and hopefully find out a little bit more about surgery, and find out how this is all going to go down. And yeah.
Hey, I got my medical record number right.
Nice. Are you signed in?
I don't even know
Where to begin?
what to say. They've got the pre-treatment drugs in me, and I feel myself about to not be coherent.
So it looks like it'll be me talking.
We're with the pre-treatment drugs. We have to wait an hour, and the pre-treatment drugs are what helps me not have the adverse reaction, and so they push 3 of them, and it makes me very, very groggy. Today is worse than usual because my mental capacity and mindset is not very good right now because of the depression I've been going through, and because of... Are you okay, baby?
Yeah, I'm fine. Had to move my foot.
And because of some of the news that we got from the oncologist today.
Essentially, a couple of her stats are, not really stats, but just like her.
My blood work numbers.
Yeah, it indicates that the quote-unquote disease is still active, which means that it's
like
growing.
Active and growing and spreading.
Yeah, so the goal is hopefully this surgery that we're having.
And on Friday, today's Tuesday.
Yeah, hopefully that stops it in its tracks.
But if not, then next time we come to Houston in another 4 weeks, we'll get the official progress report scans, which we didn't do any scans this
Today.
time. So in 4 weeks, we'll do a set of progress scans, and if the numbers are still escalating or the same, and or the scans show that it's escalating or the same, then we will have to stop infusion treatment,
And go to oral treatments, which
is what we were trying to avoid at the beginning, because the type of cancer that I have, the immunotherapy, is what works the best and statistically has the highest chance of response, and just better stats with this type of cancer. And so switching over to oral meds is something that we've been trying to avoid since the beginning.
Yeah.
But there's no point in me pushing immunotherapy into my body
If it's not working.
Especially since I'm allergic to the immunotherapy.
Right. It's just, we have a bad day, and then we get just a little uplifted, and then we get more bad news. It sucks.
You're trying to stay positive because numbers, we've been told from the beginning that numbers can fluctuate, and we try really hard to use the phrase that God is our statistic, not the numbers, and we try hard not to focus on the numbers, but these are pretty significant numbers. And so we're still holding out hope, trying to
Putting our hope in Him as best we can.
Because, maybe in 4 weeks, after we have the surgery and this treatment, maybe it will be what my body needs to jumpstart it and kick it, and maybe it will be okay and we can keep going.
Yeah.
With the better treatment option. We didn't ask too many questions about how the pill version would affect me or how it would change anything, because the doctor was trying to the doctor was trying to just get us to our treatment.
Really, really weird, yeah. It is dark.
Turn the brightness up.
Does it even matter for the video?
It will show you what it actually looks like.
Oh, okay. It is currently day number 925,876 in the wilderness. We are about to head in.
It's actually Thursday.
It's actually Thursday. We're about to head into our COVID appointment and our do some blood work for pre-surgery, which they got a phone call for us today. We'll wake up this morning, and it ain't a good morning. We forgot our meds last night. All of them. Which means that you were probably feeling good enough to actually forget about them. Either that or you were just in a rush.
I was just focused on my devotional and I forgot.
And yeah, we're paying the price this morning. It hurts, but we got our meds in her again, so we're catching up to speed. Things are pretty rough, but we'll be all right. We
surgery tomorrow.
Yeah. We are running late. We're still in bed, but we need to be getting dressed. I told her that all I gotta do is sit her butt down in the wheelchair and I'll make sure everything's ready for us. But
this is why we can't make plans.
She's not wrong. Never know exactly how we're gonna feel any given hour. So.
Sorry, I can't hold it.
It's okay. I got this. I'm all over this. Anyway, so this is why we can't make plans. This is what trying to make plans is like. You know, you wake up one day and then boop, and the world's got its head flipped upside down. So, babe, anything particular you want to throw in there?
I'm trying to pray.
Why do you always make that face?